This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Well, I guess we got a little bit of light. This happened once before.
Let there be light. No,
I don't know why. Someone's either next to the accidentally turning off all the lights. But nonetheless, we are back here at Bridge Creek High School. A lot of great first game action right here on this court. It was an exciting finish as Carl Albert did not want to die. They just kept fighting, and they chipped away at that lead, got it within 4, and then the Lawton High Wolverines are victorious, so they are area champions. Carl Albert will be back on this floor again tomorrow to face the winner of this one. And then another exciting news for Mid-Del and the OSN Network. Del City gives El Reno only their 3rd loss of the season, and it happens in area. So El Reno's going to be on that other side if they're going to have to get into the state to punch their ticket. And we talked about the 6 teams that are really good: Carl Albert, Midwest City, Del City, Lawton High, El Reno, and Macarthur. And so of those 6, who is going to be the 4? So this one, I think, it could go right down to the wire because both these teams kind of evenly matched.
Yes, and very, very similar size-wise. Neither team has a big physical player, although Midwest City's got a starting center that's 6'5" and getting better and better, but he's still only a sophomore. The other thing about these two teams is, Eric, is that they're coming off losses that, where they just got severely outplayed, and they were on the road, so now they're in a neutral court situation here at Bridge Creek, and that could be a big deal because, again, Lawton High just couldn't score much against Del City back on Friday. Midwest City couldn't stop El Reno at their place, and one of these teams is going to pay the ultimate price for it by not even getting a chance to play for state. Which one will it be? The fact that one of these teams is going to be eliminated is pretty surprising.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sad part about this basketball. I mean, because there's so many good teams, as I mentioned, all 6. I give them any one of them on any given night can have a good run. And so you hate to see for one of these teams, it's going to be packing it up for the season. And so, you can say, you can play the what-if game, like Midwest City. They lost to John Marshall, and that didn't happen. And, you can play that game all day. Macarthur was on a 7 or 8 game run of themselves in the latter part of the season and really kind of make a difference. So, it's kind of, I don't care what you did in January and February, who gets hot right now? Who is playing the best basketball right now?
Yes, both teams looked good, but Midwest City looked really good. First round matchup a week ago against Noble. That was a 4-5 matchup. I think it'll be interesting to see if they can go back to having effective pressure, which they couldn't do against Memorial, but that's what they want to do. They want to do to Lawton Macarthur what Lawton High did to Carl Albert in that second half. That's what Midwest City is hoping for.
Well, we got about 3 minutes before we start the second of our doubleheader. Glad you could join us on Facebook and on YouTube. Make sure you connect to us on all social media platforms, whether it be Instagram or X or Facebook. Make sure you download our free app on Apple and Android devices by searching the Oklahoma Sports Network. Find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Boy, this is going to be another great one. I'm glad that you could stick around for us as we've got basketball, back-to-back doubleheaders, all, by the way, in this gym, all OSN teams, all 4 of them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
4D Landscaping and Irrigation has been providing top-rated professional landscape and irrigation services for the past 25 years. They take your vision for that perfect landscaping project for your home, new construction, or business and make it a reality with their easy financing options. You'll want to make sure to ask them about their seasonal services too. 4D Landscaping and Irrigation. Call 510-9983.
Are you ready for a debit card? Well, this card is more than you may realize. It's a reward-earning, style-affirming, money-managing, do-it-all debit card, like a key to the world. It's the Pay Me debit card from Communication Federal. Our Pay Me account pays you real cash that adds up fast, earning rewards when you use your card. So get a free Pay Me debit card today. It's secure shopping and payment power online or in stores. Sounds like you're ready. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Your job can get dirty. You need a solution. At Waste Solutions, we offer front-end loaders, roll-off containers, and dumpsters for any job, large or small. Our services are for everybody, from small businesses to contractors to construction companies and everyone in between. We are a locally owned company, and we've been serving our community for 21 years. We love Southwest Oklahoma, and we take care of our own. Every dirty problem has a solution. We're Waste Solutions. Click or call today.
Well, welcome back to Bridge Creek Gymnasium, ready to start for our second of our doubleheader. Congratulations to Lawton High Wolverines, first time to make state, I think, 2009. Been a long stretch. They're out to try to prove who they are, and so that was a great on both teams, because Carl Albert, I said, you can never count them out ever, and that was clearly seen. So Midwest City Bombers will be the home team tonight. We're going to be on this home gym, and the Macarthur Highlanders will be the visiting team. We'll have the starting lineups.
Interesting, Lawton Macarthur is the road team, even though they're actually the higher seeded team. But it's not based on seeding, it's just how they divvy up the brackets.
So starting lineups is brought to you by Dynamic Health, a Dynamic Health clinic. Dr. Kaufman specializes in athletic injuries, able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better and recover faster at Dynamic Health Clinic. So number 0, Latrell Belly, 6'3", senior for the Macarthur Highlanders, followed by Javal Coleman. He's a junior at 6'1". Alton Thomas, 5'11", junior. Senior A.J. Vaughn plays a little bit of football as well in the secondary at 6'2". And then Keon Brown, and he's going to be, so goes the Highlanders, goes number 23.
And for that's Lawton Macarthur.
Yep, now for the
Midwest City, Caleb Stevens, 6' junior. He needs to help in the scoring category. He can, but he can also disappear sometimes. Mason McKenzie, a very good forward. He can play inside and out very effectively. Deshaun Denson, he joined the 1,000-point club as a junior. He may be the best returning player in 5A next year. And he's had some tremendous games on the Oklahoma Sports Network recently. And then as a defensive specialist, number 21, Brandon Dixon, a good cornerback in football. He has earned more and more minutes in basketball as the season's gone on. And then number 32, Kenyon Brown. So we got a Keon Brown for Lawton Macarthur, Kenyon Brown for Midwest City. He's a 6'5" sophomore who also has gotten better and better throughout the season. And he needs to have a solid game as well. The interesting thing is him and then Latrell Bailey, a 6'3" senior for Lawton Macarthur. Those are two guys that weren't playing as much, I don't believe, earlier in the season. But now here they are. And those will probably be the two guys jumping center.
Get ready as the Macarthur Highlanders going to be in their all black with gold numbers. Midwest City in their home whites.
Midwest City taking their time in this huddle. Of course, they will try to run plays off a tip, too. That may be part of what Coach Noel's doing.
So getting ready to jump it with 8 on the board. We'll get ready for
McKenzie tipping. A good tip by Bailey. He won the tip for Lawton Macarthur. Got Brown guarded by Brandon Dixon. And right off the cue, there's a steal for Midwest City. That's what they're going to try to do as much as they can.
Saw that in the transition. Saw that in the second half of our first game. Lawton High like to try to break out in that. So Macarthur comes up empty on the first possession. Midwest City going down underneath, the throwaway into the hands of A.J. Vaughn.
Well, I don't know what Caleb Stevens was looking at there.
I have no clue of where that was. It was all but empty. Outside corner for a 3-ball. That's off the mark. Misses the mark. Rebound Midwest City. Here comes the Bombers. Goes coast to coast and a whistle.
He had a couple guys on the other side, did Caleb Stevens, so that time he probably should have passed and didn't. So he's had a couple of tough possessions with the ball. He wanted to draw a foul and couldn't do that either. Still Midwest City ball.
Patiently just kind of working that ball around perimeter. Up top, almost thrown away. Gets the rebound. How many times you get a second and third opportunity? Nice little pitch back off the glass. Is good for 2 and count the bucket.
Well, that's, for Midwest City, that's been a big development. Kenyon Brown is just so effective at finishing. He catches the ball high. He keeps it high. He laid it softly off the glass. And he is at the receiving end of a lot of penetration and dishes for the guards of Midwest City, but he couldn't make the Toonie Bice-House's free throw.
Yeah, couldn't make it a 3-point swing. Now Macarthur will slowly cross the timeline. Outside corner. Rattles in. That's a 3-ball.
Coleman.
As Coleman hits the 3 and the Trey cut at 3, and boy, that was an exchange for a free shot underneath for a layup.
Kenyon Brown was open for a minute, and Denson was trying to lead him to get close to the basket with that pass, and there's just some miscommunication there. But we have seen early on for Lawton Macarthur, Keon Brown's been getting to the basket effectively until there. McKenzie draws a charge.
Well, you plant, committed, and Macarthur has already picked up their second.
But Keon Brown's gotten 2 really good open threes for Lawton Macarthur, both shot by Coleman. That time Midwest City converged on him better.
Wide open 3. And there is a Bobby Lewis 3.
Well, that's Denson, and if Lawton Macarthur's trapping off a turnover, and if you trap Midwest City, you better be successful or Denson is going to get some open threes, and you don't really want that.
This is what Macarthur likes to do, is that outside shots, and then we're going to get a travel called. So took the extra step and a turnover.
You saw Coleman, he's a lefty, driving left in the middle of the paint, but Caleb Stevens played with him pretty well. Lawton Macarthur's going to continue to press. They're trying to beat Midwest City at their game. Very interesting strategy by Coach Gagliardi. And it worked there because you had a big man, Kenyon Brown, making a decision on a part of the trap where you don't want to, part of the floor you don't want to.
So we're going to slow the pace down just a bit. Highlander's going to work this ball around. Top 3-ball on the way. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebound in Midwest City, but it goes out of bounds off of a Highlander.
Coleman knocked it out, which probably it saved transition for Lawton Macarthur, and then now they can set up their press.
Scrambled is your first quarter sponsor. We start the game. You should start your day for breakfast or brunch. Try their chicken and pancakes, deep fried French toast, 1742 Northeast 23rd Street, Oklahoma City, 405-900-5972.
What a finish by Deshaun Denson. He floated, he hesitated, and then he finished with his offhand. He is a righty. Finished well with the lefty as a lefty there off the backboard.
Way downtown range. 3-ball, no good. Rebounded. Going to try it again. Eyes it once, twice. Brown says no. And now we got a
5 seconds.
5-second count.
Brown, he needs to look to score some for Lawton Macarthur. Of course, I'm talking about Keon Brown.
Yeah.
And he just held on to the ball too long there. Lawton Macarthur really was unsure of what they want to do on offense.
A little bit of a press crosses the timeline, and plenty of time. 4:28 remaining here in quarter one. Marking out some instructions, a little give and go, but that's a little tap out, and it's going to be a jump ball called. So a quick exchange there. Getting his hand is Coleman.
I think it went out of bounds. And you're going to see Caleb Stevens come out. That's probably the right call. He's not been passing the ball well, but interesting we don't see Jarvis Nash come in yet. Instead, DeMario Jones, who's a good player, but Jarvis Nash is a really high-impact guard off the bench, so I don't know if he's hurt, but maybe we'll see him a little bit later.
Up top. A little bounce pass under inside the paint. Goes strong up off the glass, but too much. Rebound by Midwest City, and then it gets loose out of bounds and last touched by Midwest City. So Macarthur will end up with a possession.
Brandon Dixon got good post position. We haven't seen him post up much, but he just couldn't finish there. He's on the game. He's in the game mostly for defense.
Halfway through the first quarter.
Right there, he got the deflection.
Tipped with a deflection, coming back on a opportunity, just ran out.
Good save.
That was
not Dixon's fault that he had to fly out of bounds like that. That I think Dixon threw the pass too far ahead of him, but he saved the ball very well.
Saw that on the instant replay. They'll take it out underneath.
Maury Turner in for Macarthur.
Oh, really trying to go hard to the bounce pass underneath, and a whistle.
Well, they are trying to feed Kenyon Brown. Usually he's effective when other teammates for him draw the defense to him, but they're not even waiting to do that with him.
Another bounce pass this time. Going to go strong. Waits for the defender. Nice little fadeaway. Gets his own rebound. It goes off, and it's off the Macarthur player, so it's going to stay on this end.
Such a good move by Denson. Ryan Holloway checking in. So, again, no Nash for Midwest City. Very interesting.
Oh, man, I thought he was going to take that wide open shot. He takes it inside the congested lane. No good. Rebounded by Brown.
That's where you want to be confident with your left hand.
Coleman back up top. Around the edge. We'll start anew. Looks to drive. Kick out. 3 ball on the way. Misses the mark. And then gets the bounce.
It's 2 threes by Coleman have been really saving the day for Macarthur, and they're going to look for a lead here. Oh, nice defensive play by Denson forcing that miss. And when Midwest City did well, they had guards back. They didn't assume that the layup was going to be made, so they got a good rebound there. The injury thing I talked about with Coach Noel was Chance Bubba Davis. Would he be available because he's been hurt? And he said yes, that he will play some this game, but not much. And so the subs we're seeing from Midwest City are not ones I was expecting, including Aiden Sutton making a first quarter appearance.
A lot of time spent on this end of the floor.
Yeah, it makes a little bit of sense, by the way, that Sutton's in because he's a backup big man, but usually they play without a big man when they take Kenyon Brown out a lot.
Nice little inside the lane kick out, but now a steal by the Highlanders. So not the selection that Midwest City wanted. And the Highlanders come up with it, trying to maybe go up for the first time tonight. They're down 7-6. A couple of 3 balls have the opportunity. Inside the lane, stripped, and that is going to be away. It's going to be Macarthur has already had 5 fouls now. Midwest City has only now had their first. Kind of shows you.
Let's see if that's a factor at the end of this quarter.
Macarthur to inbounds as Brown get it back over A.J. Vaughn for a 3, and they're going to say
bad
a foul on the 3-point shooter, and he's going to go to the line shooting 3.
Aiden Sutton with a bad closeout. Again, he's not an experienced player, so he's costing his team maybe some points here.
He tried to put his hands up, and you saw that on the Super Subs replay. Said, no. Gets the first one to go. Let Trey cut it 3-ball.
Wow, nice touch by Amari Turner.
So the Highlanders find themselves up by 1 when Midwest City has kind of gone cold. Gets all 3.
Well, they got some more inexperienced players in right now, and there's not been great decision making, but that even comes from some of their starters.
So A.J. Vaughn knocks him down. Give the Highlanders a 1-bucket lead with 2:23 left to go here in quarter 1. Tries to go baseline, kick out inside the lane against 3 defenders, and then he tosses that out, but it's going to be off on Black. So Macarthur, last touch, Midwest City will inbounds from the corner. Timeout is called. So they'll take it. We'll take it with them. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sign Company has been serving Oklahoma and surrounding states for over 60 years. As a family-owned business, our focus has always been on driving people to your door, not just selling you a sign. From custom sign design and manufacturing to installation and service, AeroSign has the knowledge and experience to deliver the ideal sign for you while using materials of the highest quality to ensure that your sign will look great for years and years to come. We design and manufacture our signs for longevity, so you get the greatest return on investment possible. AeroSign Company, helping your business thrive since 1955.
So after the timeout, so we just got notification that Booker T did win. So there's your 4 that have punched their ticket to state. The other 4 will remain in the consolation rounds, including the winner of this game, who will play Carl Albert. Tie up, no whistle. Thought maybe a jump ball was coming. Goes baseline, and no, that was ill-advised.
Now it's going to be free throws for Caleb Stevens. He's back in the game. Also, Chance Bubba Davis is in the game. That should be free throws. They're getting it in. They're going to figure it out. So again, Chance Bubba Davis hurt his foot. He probably needs surgery, but he's going to try to play out the rest of the season for Midwest City, whether it's just tonight or a game tonight and tomorrow or some games next week.
Toonies Buys Houses. Charity Stripe sponsor. Sinks that, just swish.
Yep, very much appreciate Toonie Buys Houses. They say we buy homes in any condition. If you or someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call Stable for a cash offer, 405-931-3046.
All tied up at 9 apiece with 2:05 left to go in quarter 1. We got a long way in this one. Glad you could join us for this doubleheader in Bridge Creek. Great hospitality given by this gymnasium.
3-2 zone for Midwest City.
Aired that position for a 3 look. Didn't take it, but he'll take it in the second one. That goes out. Rebound Highlanders.
Well, I said it was a 3-2 zone, but then looked like it became a man defense.
Back up to Taylor. Taylor looks. Back out to Alcedo. And we'll just work this right around. To Turner. Hits the rim, no good. Rebound Midwest City. Bombers with a tie ball game with 1:18 left to go in quarter 1. Goes baseline and a whistle on the floor with a blocking foul.
That's just good strategy for Chance Bubba Davis. Try to get to the free throw line again. He's played sparingly this season. I think he last may have played against Lawton High, and he just hasn't been able to feel good enough in his leg or his foot to play, but he is tonight, and now he's to the free throw line. This could be big, just seeing a shot go in here for him.
It does.
More Toonie Buys Houses free throw, but also is good because you know the foul situation.
Yeah.
So
and they still got another minute left.
Yeah, try to
and
get.
You said, will that make a difference? And so far it has for Midwest City.
It's 3 points now on non-shooting fouls by Lawton Macarthur. Make it 4 points.
11-9 tight ball game here. in the area consolation. Winner will advance to play tomorrow against Carl Albert. And the loser, their season will be over, and it's a foul on the floor.
Very aggressive move by Alcedo, and he could have been called for an offensive foul, but they decide that Chance Davis got enough contact there.
Heavily guarded, really keeping him out from trying to drive. They're spreading Macarthur out higher and higher up on that court. A lot of empty space down underneath. Say Macarthur likes to really outside shoot. Playing with 38 seconds left to go. Looks to engage, waits for the traffic to go around. Spin move inside the lane is good.
Alcedo with a pump fake and nice turnaround there. McKenzie was all over him.
All tied up at 11 apiece with the final 23 seconds left to go in quarter one. From the outside corner, no. Rims out. Macarthur with the rebound with 4 seconds. Going to have to launch this at almost half court and misses. We're all tied up at 11 apiece after 1 quarter of play. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Are you looking for more than just a job? Barres Foods in Lawton offers a career with a competitive starting wage, opportunity for advancement, life and health insurance, including medical, dental, and vision, as well as 401k retirement plan. At Barres, you can be proud of a company that gives back to the community. But most of all, you can take pride from making a quality product. Barres Foods, making the best tasting hot dogs and smoked sausages. The food America likes to eat. So come be a part of a winning team and start your path to success today.
All right, back here at Bridge Creek Gymnasium, site of this showdown, and we're all tied up after 1 quarter of play, so get ready. It's going to be a little showdown to the Final Four, I'm sure. The final fourth quarter in this game, as we saw a tight one with Lawton High advancing from way downtown and hits it.
Alcedo's made an impact here.
Alcedo has definitely made his statement known with threes. That gives the Macarthur with the lead now.
And then McKenzie, good defense there by Tykel Taylor, I think, who was in the game. I believe that was Taylor who forced a turnover there. So Juan Macarthur starting to stiffen up some on defense.
It's your Buffalo Wild Wings second quarter. Things would be good right about now.
Boy, he's taking anyone off. No, that's not. Was that Alcedo? I think that was Thomas.
Thomas, yes.
So Lawton Macarthur's getting some really good one-on-one play right now.
Another timeout. It's a full one. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Well, we're back at Bridge Creek Gymnasium and High School, site of this area showdown, second of our doubleheader. Midwest City, after the timeout, little bounce pass, top of the key. Looks to work this around. 16-11. Highlanders with the lead. Turnaround, jumper no good. One-on-one. Up, no. Contested. Midwest City flies for it, but there's going to be a whistle on the floor.
Jenkins, a new sub for Midwest City. It's unusual to see him play in the first half, and now Jarvis Nash will check in. Every time I see him play against Lawton Macarthur, I remember that touchdown he had against him last year. But he's been all basketball this year.
Then Adam Austin, just a sneak peek. Just you practice this all year long about the.
It's a 9-0 run for Lawton Macarthur.
And get that pass in.
Well, Kenyon Brown does a lot for Midwest City, but you may want to play an all-guard lineup here just so you can have better spacing for Coach Noel. So looking for some type of offensive spark.
Just kind of really playing nasty defense. They're really tight. Not a lot of windows opened out.
See, again, this is just an unusual spot for Kellen Jenkins. He's got a lot of physical tools, but you just normally don't see him play in the first or second half or quarter of an elimination game or a big game, trying to make decisions with the ball like that.
A little bit of a press for Midwest City as Macarthur crosses the timeline. Adam Austin against two, struggles, has to throw that one away. Midwest City comes up with the steal. Coming down on the other end.
Bombers without McKenzie, Stevens, Denson, Brown in the game. All their starters are out, in fact. And they're doing it when they're in a down 7 in a 9-0 run from MacArthur. So Coach Noel's trying to send a message to his starters. Good timing for Holloway. That's a Bobby Lewis 3 for Ryan Holloway. They badly needed that.
Really comes in handy for the Midwest City faithful finally to get off that little run, make it a 4-point contest. It's going to go baseline. No, lay a little floater, bounces around, loose ball picked up by MacArthur. Nice little pass underneath, waits, puts it up off the glass for 2.
Kenyon Brown just dropped it. He cost his team 2 points because he couldn't get a clean rebound there.
So Adam Austin, who's come off the bench, has really contributed. The commit to Arkansas for football, he's just a junior. Got a lot of juniors on this floor as we saw the starting lineups. Coming back next year, so for MacArthur, looking pretty good for the future.
Mostly bringing in some of their big guns back in right now. Short Stanford Nash.
Bounce around and then stolen, loose ball, stolen again, and there's going to be a jump ball called. And the possession arrow is going to stay on this end.
Yeah, a lot of MacArthur, their defense is really stiffened up. They are making passes that Middle City is used to making very difficult. They're especially going to do that around Denson because Denson's such a terrific scorer. So they're going to make it hard for him to catch the ball. If you're going to throw the ball at Denson, if you're Midwest City, you got to be very careful.
Bounce pass in. Oh, there we go. It's going to be on Alcedo.
Yeah, and the aggressiveness works both ways. It's Lawton MacArthur has now used up all their fouls.
No, it's Taylor. Take that back, Taylor, and that's going to be the 4th. And that's kind of what MacArthur does. I mean, they'll be aggressive and they'll get caught. And right now, to Midwest City's 0 team fouls in the second quarter, and they're almost going to put a half of a work with at the free throw line possibly. Gets that one deflected. It's going to go out of bounds and stay on this side of the floor. Tried to go up heavy underneath in the paint.
Brandon Dixon will come back in.
And we'll work this way around. Drive. Oh, a nice little fake move, and then up off the glass for two is good.
There's Denson. Let's see if he tries to take over now. He's the most dynamic scorer on the court. He will pressure Lawton MacArthur a lot with their defense when he starts to get aggressive.
So Brown looks for a little bit of help. Back over to Turner. Turner just avoids his deflected, but loses it and doesn't get the shot.
I thought it was a travel at first.
So, well, the official said it was deflected, so it's kind of got a piece of it.
All right, now, again, the fouls for MacArthur pulling up. They're just they're really playing aggressive, but they're not, according to the refs anyway, are not playing with the technique they need to. These are going to be Toonie Bicehouse's free throws for DeMario Jones. And again, these are free throws are getting not in the act of shooting.
First shot to kind of close the gap. Does not go in. Want to thank our title sponsor, Confidence Chevrolet, Buick GMC, your hometown dealer for new and pre-owned vehicles. Visit them today at Confidence Chevrolet, Buick GMC, exit Hudaburg, 6100 Tinker, diagonal Midwest City. Confidence is Cavender. Second shot coming up. Up and in. Closes the gap. 3-point contest. Highlanders with the lead and with the ball with 4:06 right at the halfway point of this second quarter. Finds the open in the corner for three. No good. Rebounded. Picked up by Midwest City in a fight for it. And there's going to be another whistle. Guess what? We're going to walk down on this end of the court.
This has to have Coach Gagliardi frustrated, and I'm trying to see who he's looking at. He's looking at the ref who called the foul, not his players. I believe that's who he was looking at for a moment there. Because you're fouling a guy, 80-plus feet from the basket, and now he's going to shoot two shots.
Toonie buys houses. Charity Stripe sponsor, up and in.
This is Bubba Davis. He's come in and made free throws again. If he can play at close to his potential, 70% even, that would be big for Midwest City, especially since Jarvis Nash is not playing much. It appears that he may be injured as well.
They're trying to make it a 1-point deficit, and they do. MacArthur kind of stalled out. Oh, and that's going to be a throwaway.
It's a good gamble by Brandon Dixon. Almost led to a turnover. Only the first foul for him and only the first foul this quarter for Midwest City. So you're okay with that gamble. If he got that steal, it could have been an easy 2 points for Midwest City.
Back up top to Brown. Brown will cross back over. Look to try to go left. He'll get the pick, roll, outside corner, back up top. We'll round ball this around with perimeter passing back to Brown. Looks to engage. He goes up against two defenders, up, and then the ball kind of sticks and stays under the rim, and it's just jump ball called. Brown will tap it out, and the ball will stay down on this end of the floor.
It's good recognition from Brown, Lawton MacArthur's Brown, because the other Brown is out of the game. So Midwest City's not very tall right there. So it's a good idea to drive to the basket. Now we've got a scramble.
A loose ball picked up. Now the Highlanders came up with it. 3-ball on the way from the corner. No good. Rebounded Midwest City. Bombers come quickly. Got a wide open man. Pass down the lane. Up off the glass is good for two. And Midwest City takes the lead.
What a first quarter for Bubba Davis. I have him with 6 points. Deshaun Denson has 7. So big development for Midwest City that Chance Davis, goes by Bubba, is having a big impact and looking good, moving well with his foot injury.
Midwest City clamping down a little bit on the defense. Kind of ran out of real estate through that outside corner. Baseline goes, loses the ball, but is picked up by the Highlanders on the other corner. Little drive inside, there's a whistle as the penetration by Taylor.
Again, you can be real aggressive and play frantic for Midwest City because They're not in foul trouble as far as the team goes this quarter. Denson only with his first, so that's not a problem. Only second team foul.
Bounce pass inside the paint. They'll say we'll give the one as Coleman.
Give DeMario Jones credit. He helped force that travel. Coleman trying to get in the paint, trying to make a post move. Bombers defense really has stepped up since Coach Noel took out all of his starters.
Yeah, kind of made the point. Yeah, you thought that was exactly what he was trying to do, is get his players to recognize something, playing a little flat perhaps, and they got motivated. They've been in some tough battles too. We talked about the district that they come out of, playing Lawton High and Dell City, who both just punched their tickets to state in earlier games. Midwest City beating Dell City in a double overtime thriller on the network. So they're battle tested for sure. Brown gets keyed up by 2 over to A.J. Vaughn. Oh, rifled pass a little bit too much. 3 ball on the way. Misses the mark. Cannot connect for Alcedo. Rebound put back. A.J. Vaughn, a tie up and a jump ball is called, and it's going the other way. Still a 1-point lead. Now remember, you said, it'd be a lot more than 18 points at the half of this one.
Did I say a lot more?
Well, it wouldn't be 18-18 is what you said. Well,
yeah.
That's true.
Literally true.
It is true.
There's still 2 minutes, a little more, less than 2 minutes now. Macarthur still pressing, which can work, but again, it's a gamble when you got the foul problem.
Nice little readjust and fadeaway, no good. Picked up by Alcedo on the rebound. Over to Brown. Brown will get double teamed. Right at the line, crosses the timeline. Back over to Brown. Nice bounce pass inside the lane. Kick out to a 3 ball on the way. Misses the mark. So Macarthur can live and die by them. They can get hot and they can certainly get cold. And we've seen them right now. Hopefully they can maybe heat that up in the second half. But those shots are not going in, those selected shots that they've got. But Brown's going to still take it out underneath his own basket.
Mason McKenzie back in the game. It's interesting he's not played much the second quarter. Also Caleb Stevens back in, but McKenzie was on the bench for a while.
Brown looks to try to engage. Dribbles once, twice, tries to split the defenders. Little kick out, back up to Brown. 1:04 left. Almost stolen by Midwest City outside. Then we're going to just really find that open 3. Sets his feet. Back iron's no good. Loose ball picked up by the Highlanders. Stolen by Midwest City. Throws it behind his back to an open player. The bank is open for 2, and Midwest City on a run.
Brandon Dixon, the steal, was able to make kind of an ugly pass because he was under pressure, but an effective one to Denson, who knows how to use the backboard in that spot on the right side, so he didn't have to try to take it all the way in and maybe miss a layup or get called for a charge. It's a foul there on the floor by Dixon, but that's okay. It's his second, but, even though he starts, he doesn't. You have other guards you can finish with who can do some of similar things. Notice he still has a foul to give.
Eyes that one for Brown for the 3, no good. Highlanders have really gone cold. Had a little bit of a lead. Midwest City regrouped the troops by all the starters on the bench, and then came back out and got ignited.
You try to hold for the last shot. You want Denson to try to do something with the ball here.
Down to 12. He'll take it. Goes strong up the hoop. Misses it. Loose ball with 5 seconds left to go. Macarthur can play for the last shot. Up, stops, and pops. No good. And that's going to end it. So the Highlanders look to try to chip away at that lead. It is a 23-20 halftime lead. Midwest City with the 3-point lead in this consolation round of area. We'll be back with halftime and second half action right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Goodbye, paperwork. Hello, convenience. Farewell, waiting. Hello, personal service. Catch you later, dreaming. Hello, planning. Buy your dream home, connect with a personal banker, and easily schedule an appointment with digital tools from Arvest Bank. Goodbye limits, hello possibilities.
Landmarks. They stand as symbols, reminding us of history and moments that shape our lives. We create our own landmarks. At Becker Raybon Funeral Home, we understand the importance of honoring these moments. Let our compassionate team help you celebrate the life and legacy of your loved one. Offering a range of services to honor the stories that matter most, we believe that every life leaves a mark that deserves to be cherished and remembered. Becker Raybon Funeral Home, honoring the landmarks of your life.
Memorial Medical Group's orthopedic specialists are the most experienced team in Southwest Oklahoma. Our orthopedic surgeons are trained to diagnose and treat shoulder, knee, hip, hand, and foot conditions, as well as orthopedic trauma, sports, or work-related injuries. And they're the only ones in the area to offer Mako robotic-assisted surgery for knee and hip replacement. When you need bone and joint help, trust MMG Orthopedics to get you back to living your best life.
Whether you're buying or selling, today's real estate market is proving trickier than ever.
We've been doing this for over 22 years.
So if a problem does arise, you can trust us to solve it.
Let us use our years of experience to guide you to buy or sell your home.
Trust the team that's gotten it done with over 12,000 deals done in the last 22 years.
Always call our Payment Berries team.
We're not bragging, we're just applying for a job.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
They drew up the play. Here it comes. Shaw looks to inbounds.
Oh, he was wide open.
It's wide open for that. It expires, and that is it. Del City wins.
I saw it the whole time.
They snuck away, and they got the revenge. We'll put it back on the instant replay. Watch how he escapes, and nobody is back home. He makes the decision from up the top. He goes up and in, off the glass. Del City wins.
Hey, Deans picks up those dribble. Oh, my goodness! Oh, my goodness! It's Brewer putting up the three and getting hammered, and it hits the three. Ball game is over. The Lawton Wolverines win 46-43 over the Del City Eagles on the three-point shot of the four-point play by Champ Brewer with 3.3 seconds left. What a basketball game, folks.
can you describe Whataburger's honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich? The chicken just has a certain... And then there's the sauce that just gives you a little bit of... And the cheese? It's the exact right amount of... It's almost too hard to put it into... Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. The honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich at Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes, call Rob and Will.
Whataburger, please Brent back the Monterey melt. Brent back. Okay, yeah. Message received. We're Brentfing it back. Grilled peppers and onions, 2 slices of melty cheese, and jalapeno ranch on 2 fresh beef patties. Brent it on. The Whataburger Monterey melt is back. We brumped it all right. What a burger!
Want to take the stress out of your next remodel or building project? Comanche Home Center can deliver all the lumber, supplies, and tools right to you. When you're done, they'll pick up anything you don't use and give you credit towards your next project. Give Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
Here at Carpet One, we have a great selection of carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile, laminate, and area rugs. With all this, you're sure to find exactly what you want for your home. Come browse our exclusive selection or give Carpet One at Comanche Home Center a call today for a free estimate.
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders across the country. So at Firehouse Subs, we don't just make subs, we make subs that are big, bold, and craveable. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Whether you order online or on our app, Firehouse Subs Rapid Rescue to Go will have your subs boxed, bagged, and ready for pickup. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
Clothes nowadays are so expensive. And no matter how good a sale is, you still walk out spending hundreds on barely anything. Goodwill is the place to go. We have a wide variety of affordable clothing for all ages. To help you save, we have weekly specials from half off to 99-cent items. Make sure to check out our colors of the week before you start shopping to get more for less. Save at your local Goodwill today.
Well, welcome back to the Bridge Creek High School Gymnasium, site of this showdown. It's a 3-point Midwest City Bomber lead, 23-20. We got a long way to go in this one, and it could be anybody's game based on what we were seeing in the first half.
Yeah, like we saw in the first half with Lawton High and Carl Albert, the defenses were ahead of the offenses, so this would be considered a low-scoring game, especially for Midwest City. We'll see if an offense can figure out how to attack going forward.
Patrick Newby is your third quarter sponsor for all your insurance needs. Give him a call for a free quote today. As Macarthur gets the opening possession with the ball, down 3. Maybe Coach Gagliardi's fire chat speech trying to get these guys underway. He just had a birthday not too long ago. Celebrate with his team, and there's a little bit of whistle on the floor.
That little foul's got to make him feel good because the foul situation has worked against Lawton MacArthur in both quarters. They're going to call a hand check foul there on Caleb Stevens. Only his first, but if that's a foul they call consistently, that's big for Lawton MacArthur.
A little bounce pass. Trying to work their way in. We're an open shot 3 ball, and we said they were off the mark in the first half. Still cold here in the second half. So they come up empty on that possession. Midwest City quickly down the floor, gets stolen, stripped, coming back down the other way. 3-on-2, up off the glass is 2, good for 2.
Yeah, it came when Kenyon Brown, again, he caught the ball in a spot really, you really don't want him creating a shot. And so I think Midwest City should hold it up before they pass the ball right at that spot he did, which is around the elbow.
Inside the lane, strong to the hoop.
It's Caleb Stevens. He's got a really good offensive game, but he can kind of be very reluctant with that offensive game. So he's had a couple of nice attacks to the basket for Midwest City.
Leads back to 3 unless this is a tie, and there it is. The let Trey cut it 3 ball.
Coleman, the one guy for Lawton MacArthur hitting threes. That was missing for much of the first half, and there's an offensive foul. He had a couple early on, did Coleman, and not much threes were going in after that. For either team, really. Midwest City hasn't made many either. They usually make a few.
Our title sponsor, Confident Chevrolet Buick GMC. From oil changes to major repairs, we service all makes and models. Visit them today at Confident Chevrolet Buick GMC. Exit Hudeberg, 6100 Tinker Diagonal, Midwest City. Confidence is Cavender. Top of the key, eyeballs the 3. Decides to go inside the lane and a travel is called. So took one too many steps inside the lane in an all tied up ball game. 25 apiece with 6:10 here in the third quarter.
I believe that was Latrell Bailey. Not really a shot creator for MacArthur.
Coleman will be on the defense, and so will El Sado on the other end of the floor. Switch ends, Midwest City Bombers in all white MacArthur, and they're all black with gold numbers. And we got an all-tie ball game. Consolation round. Winner will face Carl Albert tomorrow night. Got Del City girls already in action tomorrow afternoon.
Travel on McKenzie.
So we also have congratulatories to OSN teams like Del City, who beat El Reno, punched their ticket to state. They'll play on Monday. Lawton High Wolverines over Carl Albert in this first game of the doubleheader. And they punched their ticket to state for the first time since like 09.
And the Carl Albert girls.
Carl Albert girls, yes. Good representation for the Oklahoma Sports Network. Bethany in action right now, boys. Girls will play tomorrow. Elgin, last time we looked, was kind of in a lead. They're playing over there in Piedmont.
Oh, again, Lawton MacArthur tried to sneak in that shot, and they did, but they couldn't convert.
Just hit the edge of the rim and out. Midwest City with a rebound. Still with a tie ball game. Oh, almost got that one away. Kick out, top of the key. Looks back to coach for a new play call. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebounded Highlanders.
So Kenyon Brown probably needs to use the backboard at that angle.
Oh, nice little avoid the.
And again, we're going to see some subs, some mass subs. Not, I don't know if 3 is enough for a mass sub, but some subs for Midwest City as their offense has just really been stagnant this quarter.
Let Trey cut it 3 ball, their sponsor throughout all year. Why not let Trey cut it? Scan the QR code where appointments prevent disappointments.
Again, it's an elimination game, and you're seeing some subs. It's unusual to see a player come in for the first time in the third quarter, but that's what we'll have with Anthony Dixon coming in from Midwest City. And he's another good guard. But it's just interesting he didn't play in the first half. He's going to be given a chance here in the second half.
So he gets one of the 2. Misses on the second. Inside that lane. Oh, and he took that chin music a little hard, and they're going to say.
Called blocking foul.
Yeah.
First foul, Macarthur.
And kind of reverse because, Macarthur got like 4 out of the get-go in the first 1 and 2 quarters. Now it's 3-on-1, meaning Midwest City with 3. Macarthur was just their first right there at almost the 4-minute mark, halfway through this third quarter. Lets that one air ball for a 3, no good. Rebounded. Loose ball on the floor, a tie-up, and a jump ball is called.
We'll stay with Midwest City. Can you clear? You get a defensive rebound against a lot of these teams you were seeing in the 5A playoffs. You got to.
Timeout is called.
Got to be able to clear that.
He called it. We'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
When it comes to your health, you want and deserve the best. You want a hospital with the highest quality scores in the region and one that provides safe, excellent care. Southwestern Medical Center has been a part of this community for 115 years and has a history of delivering compassionate, skilled health care to Lawton and Fort Sill. Choose the hospital that has always put the health of this community first. Southwestern Medical Center. Be well. Live well. That's why we're here.
All right, back to action after the timeout. And Bobby Lewis. 3 ball has been kind of evaded. Talk about opportunities and shots are really kind of playing the low post game, both of these. And usually Macarthur tries to go those outside, but not opportunity to try to go baseline, chipped away. Back into the hands of the Highlanders with Coleman. Coleman will go at top of the key. From Brown to A.J. Vaughn. Oh, and he gets the 3 ball to fall. Let Trey cut it 3 ball.
Can Deshaun Denson, who has the ball right now, can he get in spots where he can create? That's what you need. It's Midwest City, only 2 points this quarter.
Yeah, that's kind of what we saw with Carl Albert in the second half, too. They're kind of slow to get started, but they really came back in the fourth quarter. Basketball is momentum and swings. You see it so often. Kind of a tie-up down below. Loose ball picked up by the Highlanders, so a steal. And the Highlanders with the lead and with the ball with 2:53 left to go here in the third. Brown takes the step, takes the move, and there's a foul on the floor. That's going to be the 4th team foul by Midwest City. So one more, and they'll put the Highlanders in the bonus. The next one, and there's one right there. So we're going to go right to the line. How convenient that was. How it timed out for the let Trey cut it 3 ball opportunity for the Highlanders to extend their lead. He's going to shoot 2. I've talked about this before on other platforms, but I'm really a fan of this as the 1-and-1. I really like the 5 fouls to get you to shoot 2, and I think it speeds the game up a little bit, and I know it takes a little the strategy away with some of the 1-and-1s, but back irons missed second.
I like going by quarters.
Yes.
I kind of missed the 1-and-1. It had some pressure I think these guys need, especially for those that want to play college ball. Macarthur going zone and get a steal off of it.
Got that. Opportunity to try to take advantage. Nice little spin move inside the lane. A putback is no good. So 2 opportunities missed, and Midwest City comes back down. Let's see if Midwest City can convert inside the paint. Stretches his arms, but he'll be fouled on the way in.
They got to have more of that, but they don't want to. They're going to make it hard as Macarthur for Denson. That was a very good read. That was a big sequence there that Macarthur couldn't get that layup.
So he'll shoot 2. Toonies buys houses. Free throw. Charity stripe opportunity all season long. We appreciate their sponsorship.
Question is, will we see a Bobby Lewis 3 for Midwest City? They have not been getting open looks.
Not. Got them both. Make it a 3-point Macarthur advantage. Like we said, we got a long way to go in this one. And I said this game felt like this was anyone's matchup. You know, it's going to be 4 quarters. Who's going to find the will and the way to finish it out? We're at the 2-minute mark here, the third quarter. Looks to drive. Kick out. Wide open corner 3. No. Hits the rim. Midwest City on a run. In the transition. Goes coast to coast. Misses. Slap back off the glass. No good. Rebounded by the Highlanders.
Bubba Davis, he's not going to be able to really explode to the basket there. And Macarthur took advantage by getting rid of that shot.
Another one tried to go coast to coast, and he gets fouled on the way in. With $1:37 remaining in the third quarter. Congratulations to Lawton High Wolverines and the Del City Eagles punching their tickets to state for the boys. Carl Albert with their first loss in this area will play the winner of this contest. So they're eagerly watching and waiting. Gets the first one to fall. I'll let Trey cut it. 3-ball opportunity. Second shot is also good. Midwest City. And across the timeline. Far into the court. Oh, almost stolen. Rifled a pass trying to get over in the corner. That was deflected in there by A.J. Vaughn. No, check that. That was by Bailey. Bailey with the deflection. Goes baseline, goes around Vaughn, and they're going to say, we're going to get Brown with the contact and the foul. That's going to be his third, so that's going to be interesting. Coach is already going to say he's got to come out because you're going to need him for the fourth for sure.
Midwest City needs a good baseline out of bounds play here.
Alton Thomas will come out of the ball game too for the Highlanders.
Well,
quick pass in.
They're anticipating what Midwest City's doing on offense very well.
$1:07 remaining here in the third as the time starts to dwindle down. They try to make the final 8 minutes, and one season stays alive and the other one packs it up for the year. And a big fight for it. Rebound. Macarthur with the steal with the rebound. Off of that, comes back down on the other end. Midwest City with an opportunity and a foul.
Will this be 2 shots? Because there's only 4 team fouls in Lawton Macarthur. McKenzie was trying to swipe the ball from left to right. Will they say he was in the act of shooting? It appears that they will. Because he may have been making a pass, but this is important. They got
houses charity stripe opportunity.
Yeah, they got to take advantage of Midwest City of these free throws. Like Denson might be getting a break. I wouldn't expect it to be a very long one.
So 46 seconds remaining here in the third. And at the line to shoot 2 to try to cut into that Macarthur lead. Little bend in the knees, up and in.
I take that back. Caleb Stevens is the one going out. But Denson needs to have his leg looked at. I don't think it's blood. It's just maybe, I don't know what it is. Something to do with his equipment.
Makes it a 3-point contest. 32-29, 46 seconds remain. And the pressure put on by Midwest City and a throwaway.
That's why you do it, to force passes like that.
And that was an errant pass, and it goes safely out of bounds, and Midwest City is going to take advantage. So they've already chipped away at that lead with the free throw. Now they're trying to probably play for the last shot.
Well, they can if Macarthur goes zone. They can run a lot of clock if they want. The question is, do they want to? We're in a normal offense.
Tie up underneath. 3 ball on the way. That looked good. Great rebound by Bailey. He just kind of skied over everyone. Looks for a little bit of help. Crosses the timeline. Double teamed. 7 seconds. 3 ball on the way, and a travel is called. So he stuttered his feet as Bailey, and Bailey missed the opportunity, and so now Midwest City still can play for the last shot with 5.8 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Bombers want to get the ball to dead center Stevens. Try to get full steam, but he throws it away
Tipped
almost.
away, and the Highlanders got a hand on it. Now it's 1.5 seconds, so it's going to be a quick throw-in, set, shot, and shoot.
Should stand corrected, not, as it said, Denson or Davis, who's in the game right now. But now Bombers have, like you said, time for just a catch and shoot.
So let's see what they've designed up. This is what you practice. Let's see what they can come up with. Look at that, turn around, got the right man for the job, and back irons off the glass on the rim to make it a 32-29 Big Mac lead after 3. We'll be back with the fourth and final right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Get ready. It's time for the Billingsley Annual Gigantic Ford Sell-Off with the best prices of the year on all remaining 2024 models. 0 down, no payments for 90 days, and giant savings up to $10,000 on the 2024 new F-150 Platinum truck that out-tows, out-hauls any other truck in its class. Only at the Billingsley's Gigantic Sell-Off. Save thousands on all remaining new 2024 trucks in stock. Only at Billingsley Ford in Lawton, Duncan, and Altus.
Southwest Foot and Ankle Clinic has specialized in the medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle for the past 40 years. And they provide all treatments under one roof. From x-rays, radial pulse therapy treatment, to surgical treatments, all with one goal in mind: providing the highest quality medical care with good old-fashioned Oklahoma compassion. Call to set up an appointment today. Southwest Foot and Ankle. 580-357-8720.
So back to action after the end of the third quarter. Welcome into your fourth quarter. The Highlanders still have that slim, narrow lead and a kick ball as it goes try to get in.
Very risky pass Ryan Holloway was making to Deshaun Denson in the high post. You do need to try to work the ball into the high post, though, if you're Midwest City.
Louis is your fourth quarter sponsor, 6007 Southeast 15th Street, Midwest City. Louis, we're in your neighborhood. Boy, what a congested kind of throw in. Macarthur is going to call a jump ball as he has that, and it's going to exchange and going to go over MacArthur's way.
Yeah, you got to have some ball sense if you're Denson, or at least I should say court awareness. And if you catch the ball in that situation, you got to protect it first and foremost. Very good double team by Lawton MacArthur.
Brown. Three ball. Well, he missed on the other side, so why don't we try this side? And that didn't work either. So either team is not connecting on those threes. Boy, imbalanced. He gets the foul going in. I don't even know how he kept the ball. We're going to see this on replay because I really don't know how he kept his control right there and then still at it and went up strong to the hoop.
Super subs. Love eating there. I like going there to eat the steak bomb. Get a lot of protein in. As for the play, some Toonie Bice-House's free throws coming to Denson. He took long strides. And that, according to the refs, he didn't travel, and he didn't rush to the basket either. So I was expecting him to go to his right. He didn't. He kept going left, but he was able to draw a foul.
Rattles in and then rolls in. What about that, huh? To make it a one-point contest. Just what we expected. I mean, kind of on paper, I said, well, is it a coin toss? Is it, either one? Who wants it more? Who wants it? Well, we're about 7 minutes away of deciding that, unless it's an overtime game. We've seen some overtime games with these Lawton-Middell matchups.
What a
Oh,
block.
man, what a great block.
Macarthur had a really good press break there.
And Adam Austin just said, hey, this one's mine for the taking for free. And you'll see that on the replay, and then it's a swat away, and no thank you.
Mason McKenzie with the block. Adam Austin, you go left there on the left side. Ooh, steal.
Midwest City coming back on the other end of the floor. And then it's stolen again by the Highlanders coming back down on the other end. Nice little fast break transition, and there's a foul on the way.
Bubba Davis got bumped, but they say no call, so it will result in some Lawton Mac free throws.
So Alcedo's going to go to the line shooting 2.
Looks like Taylor, actually.
Oh, check that. Yes. So Taylor back irons the first attempt.
Kenyon Brown going to check in for Midwest City. Now, it's real important, and he can be very effective against his zone. If MacArthur goes man, he kind of was clogging up the paint, and he wasn't being very effective on offense after an early basket. So he's got to make good decisions anytime he touches the basketball here for Midwest City.
Shot up and good. 33-31. A one-bucket possession lead, and there's going to be an elbow and an arm up, and Coach Gagliardi didn't like that one.
That's going to be the big deal here this quarter.
Is Coleman. It's going to be the second team foul. It's going to be on Turner. That's going to be his second. Outside corner for a 3-ball look. You can count it. There is your Bobby Lewis 3, and a timeout on the floor. And now the Midwest City Bombers have just taken the lead.
Now they want a quick timeout, too. So Coach Noel, with that lead, wants to probably get them set up for some type of defense.
Oh, it's a
here.
full timeout. So we'll take it with him. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
The heart of Oklahoma, where your home isn't just a place, it's your peace. At Century Roofing, we understand the importance of protecting your peace. We're experts in roofing technology, techniques, and customer service because we care about Oklahoma and we care about you. At Century Roofing, we combine quality craftsmanship and exceptional service because your home deserves the best. Century Roofing, staying on guard for Oklahoma.
Well, welcome back to Bridge Creek. We got a great one brewing here. Let's check the score, and it looks like Elgin is down now by about 9 in the fourth.
By the way, Eric, as some people may know, I teach at Midwest City High School. I want to say hello to our junior principal, Ms. Shadron. She's been begging for me to say hello to her on the air.
Well, there you go. She got a shout out.
Yeah, and I want to make sure I get that in. This may be the last Midwest City game we have on. We'll see, though. They're up 1 now, but this has been quite the seesaw game.
Man, this has been back and forth. And
yeah.
Kind of what we talked about, what we were going to see in this kind of game, we're kind of seeing play out here. But who's going to want it more? And we've got a long way to go with 6.5 to go. Brown looks to drive. Another side 3-ball and misses the mark. It's just he cannot hit. He tried on one side of the court. Now he's on this side of the court, and Bailey cannot connect. So Midwest City's going to take advantage of the miss. They're going to slow things down at the 6:09 mark here of the fourth quarter.
And MacArthur's not really pressuring them around the perimeter, so they can be very deliberate. They're obviously not trying to stall. There's so much time left for that, but they are being deliberate there. Maybe now he'll create Denson.
Oh, nice little airmail up above, but it is touched by Adam Austin, and he just deflected that and then threw his body around, and it goes out of bounds off of Adam.
Well, we've seen Austin and numerous MacArthur players really play the passing lanes very well. And they've done a good job anticipating the pass that Midwest City's about to make this quarter, or this half, I should say.
Top of the key with a 1-point lead with 5:44 left to go. From way downtown, and makes a Bobby Lewis 3.
He's the one guy you're okay with shooting contested threes. You're not going to say that about too many other players on either team, but Deshaun Denson's the exception.
So now Midwest City takes a larger lead than we've seen since the first half.
McKenzie.
Stripped and stolen. Here comes the Bombers on a run. Goes coast to coast and a foul on the way in. Right there with the contact in the body.
Denson's been effective getting to the free throw line, getting a three-point shot off. He's again, Lon MacArthur's going to give him so much attention, so it's just going to be a battle for him. But he's picked his spots well lately, and some more Toonie buys houses free throws.
And he'll shoot two. First shot is up and good.
Game of runs. Lon MacArthur, they were up 5, I think, at one point third quarter.
So now they return the favor, and they're up 5, and this is the largest lead for the Bombers here in the second half.
Yeah, it's just
second
that type of game.
Gets them to go.
We saw Midwest City do this in the second quarter. After trailing much of that second quarter, they came back late. Now they're making their run a little earlier this half.
A little shuffle of the feet, outside corner. Oh, nice little pass inside, and it sticks. And a whistle. Man, I thought that was going to be the opportunity for an and one, and it just does not go.
Amari Turner made that play for Lon MacArthur. They need a guard who can do that. It's kind of strange. All these Lon MacArthur guards, Eric, seem about the same to me as far as who's the best, who's got the most skill. Brown's probably got he's the main ball handler. He's not in right now, but he's a very strong ball handler. But as far as finishing and scoring, actually Brown is in. He wasn't in this camera shot. But as far as finishing and scoring, I'm not sure who they should look to. But someone who's got to make free throws for them.
That's the thing. I mean, I think that's really been what they've been trying to find for their identity all year. It's stolen. Here's an opportunity. And a freebie up and in off the glass for two is good, and we'll take it.
Lon MacArthur started to press there. And that's what helps teams go on runs. And almost another steal. And it
goes out of bounds.
Over there.
But last touched by the MacArthur Highlanders.
I thought that may be off Holloway. But they're saying no. Ref's got a much better view of it.
4-point lead for the Bombers with the ball. About 4.5 to go. Looks to drive and then finds the Brown's kind of frustrated. We're going to go to the line shooting two.
And Bubba Davis has also made his mark this game by getting to the free throw line. And he'll get to the line one more time. It's called Chance Davis in the PA. Goes by Bubba. First miss for him.
Toonies buys House's charity stripe opportunity and a miss.
Brandon Dixon coming in, one of the starters, of course, but defense is his calling card. He replaces Holloway for Midwest City. It's going to be important for him that he makes good decisions when he has the ball.
Well, that foul was on A.J. Vaughn, and that's his fourth. And that's going to be a big difference there, possibly down the stretch, especially if you even get into an overtime matchup. Have one less bullet in the gun. Brown looks for a little bit of help. Going to toss that out to Coleman. Back over to Brown from the delivery from Vaughn. Troubled. Gets outside corner. A.J. Vaughn for a three-ball look. Hits the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Highlanders. Back into Vaughn. Vaughn backs out. Back to Brown. Brown looks to engage. Stopped by two defenders. Splits the defenders. Gets the ball back out. I thought that was going to be stolen. Into the hands of Brown. And Brown back over to El Sado. Way downtown. Three-ball. Back irons, no good. Loose ball picked up by Brown. It's a 3-on-2. Puts it up hard up off the glass. No good. A fight for it with A.J. Vaughn, and a jump ball is called.
Boy, MacArthur really stayed with it.
Well, it's kind of they're fighting for their lives. They need to. Down by 5 with 3:33 left to go. here in the fourth and final.
The Macarthur, it's like the lid's on the rim for him right now.
Yeah, I mean, and the three balls, too. He said, if they ever got cold and Bailey was on one side, then he'd come back over to this side, and he just cannot connect. Pressure, puts on, stops and pops for two, no good. Loose ball picked up by the Highlanders.
Well, Denson was almost at an angle where he felt comfortable using the backboard, but he decided not to. Oh, steal.
There's a steal throwaway.
This should be a finish.
Wide open, up and in for two.
Big steal there after they had a miss that gave Lawton Macarthur some chances there. Good vision there by Kenyon Brown.
7-point lead, a big one for here's a three ball on the way. Misses the mark by A.J. Vaughn. Boy, you needed that in a hurry with 2:49 left to go here in the fourth. Midwest City with a comfortable, thinking they got to slow this down possibly with a lead with 2:41. Remember, Macarthur will put Midwest City in the Bombers with the next foul. So that will put them on the line and give them an opportunity to add points from the free throw line. Taking some time, double teamed, wide open. There it is, put back off the glass for two is good.
Bubba Davis has played a tremendous game, and he gets the assist there. And a big finish for Kenyon Brown, who hasn't scored much since early in the game.
Highlanders are going to need to find something to get connected here, and it could start with a three, and they miss the mark. Cannot do it. And when you go cold, it really shows its difference.
What a
fake
ball
with a fake, and then the pump in for good, and then, you're going to call a timeout with a lead like that, 46-35 with 1:56 remaining. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-265-6449. No referral needed. Mention Oklahoma Sports Network and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Is your heating unit prepared for an unpredictable winter? At Miller Noble, we'll make sure you're in good hands. Whether you're replacing an old system or just need a simple repair, we've got the experience and the tools to keep you covered. If you can't pay all at once, we have flexible financing options available.
Stay cozy this winter with Miller Noble Heating and Air, serving Lawton, Duncan, and surrounding areas. Call now at 580-355-1811.
All right, back after the timeout. And Midwest City's been on a run.
MacArthur needs that. Now they need a good press, which they had a moment ago, but Midwest City's gotten really comfortable against it. And they continue to get comfortable against it. Oh, that's the miss you need. There's a chance for MacArthur there.
Well, we saw this in game one where one team didn't let up and they got within 4, the striking distance.
Is that a foul, or it is a foul on Bubba Davis on the reach-in? So that's important. It's not foul shots yet for Lawton MacArthur, but at least that got them closer.
Really needed to have something happen for the Highlanders after that run with Midwest City, and just haven't really found it yet. Time is the factor. 1:21 remaining. Loose ball picked up. Corner. Bounces off of his legs. And
it didn't go out of bounds. He was expecting to go out of bounds.
That's what he was aiming for, and it didn't. Just stays right there. Midwest City from way downtown, and a Bobby Lewis 3 hits it. Puts the nail in the coffin.
Mason McKenzie with 2 big corner threes. That one probably should not have been shot, but it worked.
Yeah, Coach won't argue with that.
Yeah,
when you're at 49-35 and the final 50 seconds remain.
So Midwest City threw it in. Did they call a timeout?
Yeah, someone did.
MacArthur.
We'll keep it here, but it's
a full timeout. By the way, so I think Lawton MacArthur called a timeout, so the throw-in never really happened. I want to mention, Eric, we really appreciate one of our most constant sponsors in Middale's Triple Elite Screen Printing. We missed them our first game against for Carl Albert Lawton High, but they're up in the Midwest City area. And Triple Elite Screen Printing, find world-class design and hot new styles. I have it memorized because it's been the same tagline forever. For Carl Albert, I probably would give player of the game to LeBron Royal. We overlooked that. For this game, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to give it to Bubba Davis.
Yeah,
he's come back from an injury.
All four quarters, yeah.
And he's played more than I probably Coach Noel wanted him to, but he's played effective. He's been very effective and moved really well. And he's coming, and he's got a foot injury, and it's not going away. He's probably going to have surgery on that. So to see him play the way he did, very significant for Midwest City.
Well, it's basketball. It's such runs. You can go back and you can say, man, I mean, you had this stabilized for you, for a moment, and putting it away. And unfortunately, when you go cold, that's really the difference maker when you can't hit those threes. And I know Bailey really gave it a shot because he was on one side of the corner, and then when that didn't hit, he said, well, maybe I'll go on this side of the floor. And, we can see nights like that. Midwest City looking to try to inbounds, and they do. Trying to play keep away with the final 45 seconds where the triple team gets it across. They'll hold. Trying to take as much clock off as they can. They'll play keep away, and I think they'll just stay now 30 seconds, and I think that will end it. I think that's what we're going to say that we're going to stop it right there. But
that was a lot of time they took off. That probably does end it, the fact that they took so much time.
I mean, it's just, it's unfortunate. This time, but
I want to say some things about Lawton Macarthur as we see these Toonie Bice Houses free throws. This was the first time in 3 years they made it back to the area week, and unfortunately for them, they finished third in their district. And Midwest City is the team they get to match up with because Midwest City finished fourth, but against every other common opponent between Midwest City and John Marshall, you probably would look at those games and say Midwest City is better than John Marshall. But against each other, John Marshall won both those. And Midwest City's a very tough 4 seed. And so that's who Lawton Macarthur had to see. Normally you wouldn't see such a tough 4 seed, but that's what Lawton Macarthur had to deal with. And I do appreciate Coach Gagliardi because I've called a few of his games now, and he's always been good to work with.
Yeah, and he's got some juniors on the floor that are coming back, so that's good news. And loose ball picked up with the final 10 seconds, and they'll let it go out of bounds. And Jordan Ray will make his way down and try to get a coach and a player with an interview at the conclusion of this ball game. Remember, congratulations to Del City defeating El Reno. Lawton High, who defeated Carl Albert. They are your area champions. The consolation winners are the Midwest City Bombers, and they will advance to play Carl Albert Battle of the Mid-Dells tomorrow afternoon. So you'll have Del City girls playing in the afternoon. We'll also have the Battle of Mid-Dell with Midwest City and Carl Albert for the consolation for that final opportunity to punch your ticket to state. Only 8 make it. And we talked about this. We talked about how the 6 from the West that we thought were really impressive with Midwest City, Del City, Carl Albert, and then you had Lawton High, El Reno, Macarthur. And, Macarthur, good enough in this arena, but not good enough to advance. And so, unfortunately for them, how that kind of closed out.
All right, Eric, see I got Chance Davis with me. Chance, how'd your foot feel out there?
I hurt, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's stinging.
What do you think about playing tomorrow then?
We're gonna win, ain't without a doubt. I'm with my guys. This team against anybody, we can win.
Okay, but when you're playing and you're playing well, it seemed like you're moving well, and you got to the free throw line effectively. Talk about your game tonight.
Free throw merchant. All I do is shoot free throws. We get to the line, we play as a team, and we just win games. That's all it is.
Okay. One more thing. What do you think about Carl Albert again?
Carl Albert? Who's Carl Albert?
Okay. You'll see tomorrow. You'll see him tomorrow. Sure. All right. Congratulations on being a player of the game, Chance.
Appreciate you.
Okay. Confident, Bubba Davis. Coach Noel, talk about
the runs in this game, especially when you were trailing early in the second quarter, down 7 or 9, and then in 5 points in the third quarter, but then your team got it going. What was key to those runs?
Man, just being focused on the little things that we're asking them to do. Whenever they do what we're asked, we're successful. We get the job done, man. It was ugly one, man. But we've been going through adversity all year long, man. So it's about just getting through it.
Did you play Chance Davis more than you intended to?
I didn't plan on playing him that much, to be honest. But man, he resilient, man. He's fighting. He's a dog, and he want to win. He's a winner. That's the true definition of a winner.
All right, what are your thoughts about Carl Albert tomorrow?
We got to show up and compete, man. That's all it comes down to, man. It's both groups will be hungry for that game, man. And when they're gonna go to state.
All right, Coach. We look forward to seeing that. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, Jordan Ray, you got our, of course, player of the game. We already mentioned from Triple Elite Screen Printing. Want to thank our title sponsors, Confidence Chevrolet Buick GMC, your hometown dealer. For new and pre-owned vehicles, visit us today at Confidence Chevrolet Buick GMC. Exit Huderberg at 6100 Tinker Diagonal, Midwest City. Confidence is Cavender. So we have congratulations to the Lawton High Wolverines. First time to go to state since probably about 2009. And congratulations to Del City as they beat El Reno. So that sets the stage for them punching their ticket to the big house going to state. We'll find out who will remain with this game tomorrow with the Del City girls who lost to El Reno, so they're in that consolation round. And we'll also have the matchup between the Battle of the Mid-Dells, Midwest City and Carl Albert tomorrow. We've got those as double headers. So for Jordan Ray, this is Eric Sherham bidding you a pleasant good evening. You've been watching a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.